Hello, everybody. I'm just going to wait for a few more people to come in. I hope everybody is well. It's nearly 3 o'clock in the afternoon here in Ireland. I've just come up basically. We've all seen what's been going on with crafting. Let me just get to my comment. Good morning, little mama. Good morning, Marie. I hope you're all well. I've come basically on, to talk about the videos that I've uploaded since yesterday, because I'm absolutely disgusted with the fact that Nicolina, Rap, and Benny Keys knew that crafting through the lies to Maury had been robbing people for months. That was their own words. They'd allowed it to carry on, and I mean, we're talking probably tens of thousands of pounds that she stole. Billboard money, she made bank on that. She's raised money for all sorts of people. There's a girl, Diaz, I think it is her name. She wanted to help her move from New York to Texas. Raised £5,000 for her, $5,000 for her even. And when it comes to her getting the money, Tamora had ignored her for something like 2 or 3 weeks. So she'd raised the money, and she never got a penny of it, basically. She'd been going out spending money on expensive bags and diamond rings and all this kind of stuff. It was also admitted that when she came on the live and said that Jimbo had gone and busted all the windows out of a car, that was a lie too, because Rap actually asked for proof and she couldn't send no proof. So that was just a bald-faced lie, that Jimbo had smashed all the windows or even got somebody to smash the windows out of the truck. I say she raised £5,000 plus for this woman to move from New York to Texas. Nobody knows what's happened. Morning.com. Nobody knows what's happened to that money. She's definitely spent it. So, we're talking 5 grand there plus. And then you heard Rap say and Nicolina that she made bank on the billboard scam. So I'm guessing probably that amount or more. So, we're talking tens of thousands of pounds that she's robbed. And if they've known about it for all these months, they've allowed her to carry on and just rob people, and I think that is absolutely disgusting. If I was, one of my friends that are on here, that I speak to, even if it was, one of the creators that I love as well, if I found out that they was blatantly scamming, I wouldn't wait months before I said something about it. You don't wait months and then allow that person to keep collecting money and scam more and more thousands of money, thousands of pounds before you say something. The only reason they came out and said something was because they knew Jimbo had information that they knew she was scamming. That's the only reason they come out with it. That is it. So, you're talking, and BDAC was involved as well. So maybe you're talking 1, 2, 3, there's four or five of them, say, in this circle. And you've got the ringmaster, which is Benny Keys, the paid crisis actor. He seems to have kept quiet about it. He doesn't want to say too much about it because he knows. He knows that this is going to be a big, 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 big shitstorm. Hey, Scorpio. I'm a Scorpio too. This is going to be a big shitstorm, and I would love one of them to come up and explain themselves and try and worm their way out of it. They're quick enough to try and expose other people all the time. You know, that's what they do. They go out the way to make other people's lives a misery. That's what they do. So, what they've done to their own subscribers is they have allowed their subscribers to be scammed by this woman. They have allowed it for months, and oh my good God, it has really, really wound me up. So these are the kind of people you're dealing with. We already know that Ben is a criminal. The ringleader is a criminal. We already know that. Uh, we know enough about Nicolina to know that she's a bitch, you know. Um, and she has lied. She has been caught out on a few, But as for Rap's that shady. Nobody even knows his name. Nobody knows what he looks like. But yet people are still giving him hundreds and hundreds of dollars every single live that he's streaming, and his material is getting hundreds and hundreds of dollars in cash apps. That man could be anybody behind that computer. And the reason Rap's pissed is because he sent a picture of himself and apparently his son to Tutmore. That's why Rap's so pissed. You know, you're an idiot, Rap, because you say you knew from the start. So why would you send a picture of your son? You know? Let's say, yeah, yeah, everyone that's been robbed by at 100%, because, I don't think we're talking about a few dollars here and there. People have sent a lot of money to her, thinking that it's going to a good cause. And what she also did is to encourage the donations. She guaranteed that her husband would match every donation. So people was donating and donating, thinking that it was going to be matched. You know, didn't tomorrow send a picture of Lisa, of Rap, and yeah, Tamori, like I say, she's holding a card at the moment because she does know what Rap looks like. She's also got the Rap has admitted sending her a picture of him and his son, so she has that, right? But what I don't understand is if Rap is saying that he knew from the start that there was something wrong, why would he send that picture to her? He said he only sent it to two people. That can't be right. That cannot be right. Um, yeah, this scamming of people like this, it's disgusting. I said on my last live, um, I think that if you want to support a channel, become a member of the channel, and support the channel that way. Do not be giving super chats to creators that they are saying is going somewhere else. You know, don't don't be giving super chats to people that you don't know, or you don't know what they look like, you don't know anything about them. Rap could be anybody. He really could. We don't know who he is. But people are just giving him money and cash apps and PayPal apps, and we know he's a liar. We know that for a fact. You know, I really think he was actually bought in by Benny 100%. As a troll account for Ernie, and it's just that. Good morning, Ricky. It's just that it's making money. The money's being made. So it's one of those things. It's one of those things. At the end of the day, I think if you are vulnerable enough of a person to listen to these people and hand money over to them, especially after the stuff that's came out about them. People already knew that Benny was an ex-meth IV user. Yes, we're well. Yeah, great, Ricky, we're well. Um, we're just talking about the Tamora situation. But yeah, we all knew that Benny was an ex-drug user, meth, injecting meth and stuff. Apparently, he's admitted it all. He had to admit it all because it was all out there anyway. But for some reason, thousands of people have forgiven him and forgiven what he did with the Cali boys, and has let him run wild on the Summer Wells case, and it's just caused a whole shitstorm. Now, Summer isn't even the focus of anything anymore. That she's not even the focus, and this is the thing. What do we do now? Because they have took the focus off this child, and how they started making money was was through Summer Wells. Most of their subs sub to them because of Summer Wells. But there's that much shit going on between them that poor Summer's being pushed away. People are starting to forget what this is about. I mean, I know there's people needing help in other communities. There is people need help all the time, and it's great if we can help people. That's fantastic. But for a creator to go live on YouTube and raise money for someone um under any circumstances should not be receiving that money. The person directly should be receiving that money, and investigation should also be done to make sure that the money is used for what it should be used for. It's not a thing that I really support as this lady just wanted to move from New York to Texas because she said she didn't feel safe. Now, I've heard a lot worse stories out there, of people that have really, really needed help. But, she had the backing of Benny and Tamori and all these people. But yeah, Tamori had said that her husband would match the donations to get them to New York. But she didn't. She spent it all on cocaine, up her nose, expensive handbags and gold jewelry. That's where all the money went to. Do you know what? So do I. I feel so bad for her as well, and it's a shame. But we have to realise that there's a lot of people out there that are really in need of help. They really are. But if I can help somebody, I will help them. But I'm not going to collect the money myself for that person. Because then you can't be accused. If there's a fundraiser going on and I'm in favour of that fundraiser, then it will be a direct link to that fundraiser or that certain charity. I wouldn't want the PayPal payments to pass on. You don't do that. If you put your PayPal address up and people want to donate to the channel, that's one thing. But you don't put your PayPal address up um and start grifting for somebody else. You just don't do that. You really don't. Um yeah, I've heard that as well. Mystic, that she has no husband. I don't know what the hell that situation is. I think they're just probably a pair of junkies and drunks. You know, um, it's terrible. It's absolutely terrible. Um, Hello, honest wage. I hope you're well. We're just going over the Tamori thing. But yeah, I think most people are donated thinking that her husband uh, was going to match the donations. So, in my opinion, there was probably far more than $4,000 raised. Um, I know I've heard as well that she's not actually married. That's all bullshit. Excuse me, my dog's just about to start barking. Jet, that is enough. Yeah, so we know that's bullshit. Um, what, what, what do you do? You know, I'm encouraging everybody. I've had a few people contact me about donations that they've given to her, and I'd say the same to everybody else. Contact PayPal, contact YouTube if it was Cash Apps. And I think as long as the money, as long as you can prove that the money wasn't, yeah, oh God, yeah, there you go. There you go. And do you know what? That's not even including the billboard money that she ripped off. You know, but what people have to understand, right, is that I'm more angry with people like Benny and Rap and Nicolina who say that they have known for months and allowed it to continue. You know, what the hell's going on there? There's something serious. You know, I don't know whether she's got something over them. You know, that could really, really be it. She could have fuck knows what on them. You know, why months? Why allow her to carry on scamming? Not just her subscribers, their subscribers. You know, it's absolute craziness as far as I'm concerned. It really, really is. Um, I really think that it should be reported to the authorities because at the end of the day, it's fraud. You know, this is actually fraud. Um, there's got to be some sort of way of the police being able to see her PayPal and Cash App and you know whatever else she's got linked. I know. Uh, I don't know what to say. Yeah, you know, that's what you do sometimes. You know, you do that, and hello, Selena. You really, really want to. You really think you're doing good. You know, you really think that that's the problem. Honest, right? We all kind of think like that. Good people do think like that, but it's when you actually start to dig in the backgrounds, and then at first you're like, you know what? Give them the benefit of the doubt. You know, everybody deserves the benefit of the doubt. But when it's continuous and it's not just every now and then, it's continuous. There's constantly a story coming from somewhere. You know, it's not just, oh, let's just chat. It's not like that with them people. You know, they're not interested. They wouldn't be talking now to the chat. You know, the same way I do, same way other creators do, like Ernie and, you know, what by Radio, all these people, we talk and we engage with our chat. We don't, you know, we don't just allow people up that have, you know, given super stickers or members or whatever. You know, I'm not even monetized at the moment. My channel is growing thanks to everybody. Really, really big thank you. We're going to be doing more lives, and I'm definitely going to be doing a lot more videos to get this outed. So, you know, I've got a few people as well from the last couple of lives that have emailed me some stuff over, which I really, really appreciate. Um, but if any of you or you know of anybody that has been scammed by any of these people, I mean, you're more than willing to contact me because I've only just started digging in, and I have got a lot of shit on my computer on all of them. You know, I'm making these videos quickly at the minute because I think they need to get out as quickly as possible. You know, so the quality isn't great. I'm just putting them out because people need to know. Um, these so-called creators doing this is just it's despicable. It is absolutely despicable, and allowing it and still sharing cash apps, still having them on lives. for months, knowing full well the grifting is unacceptable, you know. So in my eyes, Benny Keys, Nicolina, Rap are just as bad. You know, I mean, does everybody else need, you know, do you feel the same way as well? Do you really, because, you know, they're just as bad. Of course they are. You know, they're just as bad. These people are disgraceful. It- That's what we need to do. You know, you see, the problem is people like Rap have a very big mouth, and him doing lives, he shouldn't be doing lives because he drops himself in the shit all of the time. All of the time he drops himself in the shit. And I'll watch every one of his lives because I know he's going to drop himself in the shit. And the second I see it, I record it. Yesterday, I was screen recording him, went back to record another part of it, and he dirty deleted the video straight away. So he had said so much, you know, or done so much shit. It was, oh my god, he deleted it straight away. He knows he's getting people in trouble, you know, and he's not going to last. He'll just disappear. Excuse me 1 second. What are you looking for? Sorry, I'm just going to mute 1 second. Sorry about that. My son had come into the room. Yeah, exposing them. I mean, they have to take accountability for what they've done. You know, of course, I think they're all involved because if they wasn't involved, why would they allow this to carry on? You know, as we said, it's tens of thousands of pounds, of dollars even, and pounds. You know, this is a big, big, big scamming ring. A big, big scamming ring. You know, we're not talking, you know, a couple of dollars here and there. We're talking tens of thousands of dollars. Nobody knows where it is. You know, I'll watch, as I said, I have to sit through and watch Rap because I know he dirty deletes all the time. He says stuff and then deletes it straight away. So I have to be there watching these lives and pausing when he's saying shit to catch him. And then the videos disappear. You know, the video, he actually, if you go back and see the video on my channel the first time, oh my God, he just bang, 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 outed all of them in one go. We all knew. We all knew for months. But she was that loved. We all knew for months. They knew for months and allowed more thousands upon thousands of dollars to be ripped off people. You know, I mean, me myself personally, um, I have a problem with Nicolina because I think she's a bullying bitch. And I also don't like the fact that she sat there on lives, and I know this has been dirty deleted, where she admitted being a paid sex worker. She admitted being a dominatrix. All right, now she works in a college, but she admitted being a sex worker, a paid dominatrix, saying also that she likes to be submissive with her husband. Now, she's got teenage children that can watch her YouTube channel. They have friends that can watch her YouTube channel. She must not have any disregard for her children whatsoever to be able to do this. Who does that, really? Who the fuck does that? You know, I have 3 children and they're all adults. All 3 of them are adults. You know, there's nothing my kids don't know about me, but there's no way, I'd there's certain things I wouldn't say because if one of their friends saw it, they might find it embarrassing, you know? You have to think about these kind of things, but she doesn't. She doesn't give a shit. Yeah, yeah. Many occasions you can hear, and Benny's the same. Benny's the same. She admits to smoking weed. She openly admits to smoking weed, but she works in a college with, teaching kids. She admits she was a paid sex worker. I mean, what the fuck? You know, I just do not know what the hell is going on. I do not know what the hell's going on. And I really, 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 what she does in her own personal life is none of your business. Go and stop being jealous. You know, that's hilarious, Evans baby. That's hilarious. Honest to God. Jealous of what? What is it to be jealous of? Jesus Christ Almighty. I live in Ireland. I live in a beautiful little house. My children are grown up. What have I got to be jealous of? What? She's an old tart. I can't be dealing with trolls like that anyway. Um, she sniffs snorted on the camera, but she does. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. This is the thing. I know I'm starting to get a few of that. Yeah, yeah, I see a clown in there too. We get a few of them coming every now and then. So we do. Oh, £400 of it. Yeah, we get a few come in, but let them come in. If they want to try and explain away how they allowed um, people to donate money to a scammer for months and months and not say anything, then, whatever, whatever. Jealous. Well, good God. Grow up. Seriously, grow up. Exactly. Exactly. What kind of behaviour is that? As a woman and as a mother, you know, just as a woman, have a little bit of, respect for yourself. Have a little self-respect. Don't come on and start saying that you do the things you do. You can just take that. Yeah, and expect no repercussions because that's not going to happen. It's really not. Uh, um, 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 yeah, yeah, I know crafting past lives. They all know. They all know, and it's just hilarious that I've got some. Why should anybody be jealous of such a nasty? Exactly, exactly. I would never want to be in their shoes. Never ever want to be in their shoes. We're honest people out here. I am anyway. I started this as to help support people that have got mental health issues and people that are being scammed. Help with missing children, this kind of thing. And I find myself that most of it is just exposing scammers at the moment. And the reason I do that is because I look at the people that are donating sometimes and I'm thinking to myself, I'm sure they can't afford that. You know, it's one didn't pay the other. Yeah, I know. It's absolutely ridiculous. It is absolutely ridiculous. I mean, they just get worse and they just keep getting worse. And it's despicable. And they can come out with whatever excuses they want to, you know. That's exactly what they did. And they admitted to it. They openly admitted to it. You know, oh, let's get Ernie on the motorway again. They loved it because that gave them content. You see, because they've got nothing. They have nothing. Benny Keys doesn't have Candace Wells or Donald Wells anymore, so they have to find content from somewhere. So pushing a mentally ill man over the edge is content to them. It's their content. That's what they like to do. You know, oh, let's get Jimbo arrested as well and say he's smashed all my windows out of my truck because he made a threat. What kind of bullshit is that? You can't do that. You just can't. And I'm so angry about it. I really am angry about it. And, honest to God, and I say it to everybody, if you want to donate money, there's plenty of, reputable charities out there you can donate to. Or if somebody's doing a genuine fundraiser, you will not see their PayPal address or their Cash App up at the time. It will be a direct link to the fundraiser. You know, if you are donating to a Cash App or a PayPal, then you are supporting the channel. That's fair enough. Don't be sending these people hundreds of pounds for sub stories. You know, it's it's sickening. It's sickening. It really, really is. It is meth at his best. There's a couple of pictures actually as well. I saw of her, and she looks like something off the streets of Kensington. She looks straight up out of the streets of Kensington. I mean, there's no ifs and buts about the fact that she's definitely, yeah, definitely a drug addict. There's no ifs and buts about that at all. I really 100% believe that. But then again, some of the others, as it says, we've heard Nicolina snorting away on her lives. Benny admits he used to inject himself with meth. I mean, he sits there smoking joint after joint, on his lives. And it's like, what the fuck do these people have to do before people stop supporting them and paying for their habits and giving them what they want? You know, it's yeah, yeah. Do you know what? That's quite funny actually. I'm actually um I yeah. Do you know what? I hope fucking Jodie Super gives him help. I really, really do. I hope he gets help. Um, I don't know what I'm doing here. Let me see a minute. I'm really I've got to work it out really because I might have what do you call them in here? I might have some trolls in here. So um a lot of the people that I know that come onto my channel a lot, I'm gonna if you don't mind, ask you to mod for me because I am getting a few trolls in every now and they don't really bother me. I'm not really bothered by them. Um, but we do get them, and I don't really want more chat offended by them. I don't give a shit. Um, oh, I know you did. I know you did. Honest rage. It's terrible. I know what they did to you is terrible. It's terrible. But this is what we're dealing with. These are the kind of people we're dealing with. We've got to fight back with them and say, well, enough's enough now. There's enough creators out here that they have damaged or, you know, done things to or that have been scanned by these people that, people need to come out the woodwork now and say, well, this is it. This YouTube has to do something. These people are blatantly stealing money from people in a dishonest way, and there has to be consequences. There has to be. You can't just fundraise 10 or 15,000 pound saying it's for somebody and never, and keep the money. And we know what Nicolina did as well. We know what she did as well. So she's just as bad. She's just as bad. They're all as bad. But, don't get me wrong. If there was a genuine fundraiser going on, and the link was to that genuine fundraiser, and that fundraiser had been researched enough to know that it was legit, I would be happy to share a link. I really would. But, as Ernie says, check it twice, cut it once, and you have to. You have to be careful. You really do. You don't know. Um, if you're straight up and you're honest about your situations and your life, um, people will respect you more. There's things we all do stupid things in life. I've done stupid things. You know, I'm not perfect. I have mental health issues. You know, and I'm straight up about it. I don't need to hide behind anything. There's nothing they can have on me that I wouldn't say. Yeah, you know, there's plenty out there on me as well. Not really on me, but on my log. There's plenty out there, but let them bring it. What they what they can find out about me, I've already told you. You can already go back to my videos and you'll hear exactly. I'm an open book. And I'm here to help people. I really am here to help people. Um, it is a blessing in disguise. That's exactly what it is. God's all around us, and you have to understand as well that some people, um, some people, they, how can I even explain it? Uh, yeah, when I say it's a blessing, everything happens for a reason, and unfortunately, to expose somebody, there has to be victims, and it's just that there's more and more victims all the time. Honest rage, I know what they did to you, darling. I really do. Um, you can do a legit funders through YouTube. Yeah, that's exactly right, Lulu. That's exactly right. And then go straight to the fundraiser. You know, it's not going to some idiot on YouTube that's saying that they're collecting money for a fucking billboard and that billboard's never gone up. Or, you have to really be, you need to be smart about these kind of things. I mean, don't get me wrong, like I say, this YouTube business isn't easy. It's an headache, and you do get harassed, and you get shit off people, and people dig into your background and stuff. And support a channel, support a creator, do that, but do it by becoming a member, and be a member of the channel. Don't be giving away big amounts of money, to people that I'm saying, oh, you know, just don't do it. Try and be, uh, um, a little bit more savvy about it, because I'd hate that any of my subs that I have now, especially, I mean, what they do with Honest Rage is disgusting, and and I do hate when people come forward and say, well, I was scammed by this person and I was scammed by this person, and I will expose them as soon as I find out. I'm not going to wait 2 or 3 months. That wouldn't happen. Even if it was somebody I knew, you know, this is the thing. You have to get on in YouTube and to get on in log in general, you have to be you have to be honest. You have to be honest. And to be on YouTube, you have to be prepared for your love to be out there. You know, this is the problem. We have to kind of um work together, not just as creators, as viewers as well. Because for you guys that leave comments on our videos, especially if it's somebody saying, about the video that's been left, well, I was scammed, and I'll do screenshot these as well, and it all adds up. And when I've got enough evidence to present to YouTube itself, and I'm working on that with somebody else as well, when there's enough evidence there, that this scamming's going on, and it's going on in a massive, massive way, they have got to do something. They cannot allow these channels to carry on like this. Um, mm, yeah, they hate it when a reaction's given. They do. I've actually had a few arguments with Benny Keys, full blown, but I actually lose my temper with him very, very, very quickly because the way he disrespects women and the way he talks to women, I've got no time for that shit. So, anytime he pops up on a panel that I'm on, I'll give him shit. I do give him shit. I'm not even gonna, because I just hate the way the man conducts himself. I really do. And I hate the people that I'm around him and the way they conduct themselves. So, they won't block me. They won't block me for some reason. Who knows? I actually went upon one of his lives about 2 weeks ago, and I was just ready for him. I'm just going to take a drink of coffee. I was actually ready for him, and I was out in the backstage waiting, and he come out with some bullshit excuse about my camera wasn't working and my microphone wasn't working, so I couldn't come up at that present time. So I was like, right, okay, okay. He knows. He knows. He doesn't frighten me at all. None of them frighten me. They've got nothing on me. Nothing at all on me. Um, and all I'm doing is trying to help the people that have been scammed, and by saying to them, don't just lie back. Contact PayPal, contact YouTube, especially if it was big amounts of money, and claim that money back because it wasn't used for the purpose you donated it for, and it was a charitable donation. So you thought, so honestly, go back and say to them, no, 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 I'm not having it. This something has to be able to be done. I was researching YouTube last night actually, and I was watching videos on it, and you can get your cash apps reversed. PayPal, I think the only problem is when you send it friends and family, but there's a clause that, again, if you can prove that it wasn't used for what it was meant to, then apparently you can make a claim on PayPal as well. But I'm not too sure how that works. I live in Ireland, so I think it works different all over the place. Um, oh, I know they do already. They do already. I don't give a shit. I really don't. They can, they've already tried it. They're already making videos. I saw one of them today, but I just thought to myself, carry on with what you're doing. I'm here and I'm straightforward. I'm not going to bullshit you. I'm not going to take any of their bullshit, and I will just be straight. I am just straight, and yeah, that makes me open target. Well, come on, because I'm not bothered by any of them, you know. Um, and just hope yeah, I know. It's just disgusting. It's disgusting. The service says strength in numbers. Let me tell you something. I say that all the time. I say it all the time. And it's unfortunate that I'm having to do this. Um, and it's unfortunate that there's so many scammers and grifters on YouTube. It's just unbelievable. I mean, I can't even listen to Benny Keys anymore, but I get clip it, or if I know he's talking about a certain subject, I will watch it just so I can get some screen recordings of him being a dickhead. That's what I have to do. I have to watch these pathetic people, unfortunately. But that's the only way we're going to get the truth out, because, especially on the lives, because that is where they slip up. And when they slip up, they delete their lives. So, I'll just have to sit there for ages, screen recording it. So I've got it, and that's the best thing I can do. Um, Yeah, yeah, of course. Of course. You know, it's not easy. It's not easy being here at all. And my channel's very new, and you know, we've got a couple of hundred subscribers, and I'd really appreciate if you like the videos and you know, maybe share my channel because we're not here just about this, but it is a big part of the YouTube community, that I feel viewer wise and creator wise are being scammed by people like Andrew Hilt, Benny Keys, crafting, rap, all these people, because they're giving the money under false pretenses. You know, they're giving donations under false pretenses, and that's not fair. That's not fair on the subs at all. You know, um, when my channel grows a bit more, um, the most I will probably do is a $1.99 membership. Um, just if people choose to support the channel, but I'm not biased. If I think that somebody's bullshitting or somebody is harming people, especially by taking thousands, tens of thousands of people, it's not just a few dollars. It's just not a few dollars. It's a lot of money, and it's very, very scary that they can just get away with it. You know. Listen, guys, I've just had a notification saying Mr. Shell's gone live. So he's probably got a few things to say. Um, but yeah, I just wanted to come on and just talk about those videos that I put on. And I'm doing another live at 8:30 this evening. I'm not too sure what time that will be over there, but I will schedule it. So if you all want to come back then, we can talk about what else because I've got a load more to go through today. So, but I just want to thank you as well for your support. Um, oh yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready. But yeah, yeah, I've got to be, straightforward, and and say if they want to come for me, they can come for me. But if they think I'm not going to go back, then more fool them. And I've got a lot of shit on them. I've followed the Summer Wells case from the very beginning. And at the very beginning, I listened to Benny because she was giving certain updates and Voices Beyond the Walls. I listened to them. You know, and then all the spin-off characters started coming up like Rap and Nicolina, and Fizzle and all these people. And I was watching and watching and watching and watching. So we're talking about a good year's worth of evidence. It didn't just start this week. It's been going on for a long, long time. Um, oh my good God. Yeah, praise the Texas. Oh no. We've got it's actually pissing it down around here. It always pisses it down around in Ireland. But yeah, I just want to say, like, thank you all for coming along and listening. And I'm just doing it because I don't want any of you guys or any of you people you guys know to fall victim to these kind of people, and just remember, sometimes it's a not, a $5 super chat you give in, or sometimes it's a 19.99 super chat. Imagine how much a reputable charity could benefit from that. Instead of giving it to people like Benny Keys to smoke weed, you know, just think about these kind of things. That would be my advice. And if you're going to support a channel, support it in a way where you become a member, you know, that kind of way, instead of, making donations to uh, uh, you know, by people, from people, to people that we don't know about, you know. We have to make sure. We have to make sure. And 100% as well, if I ever, I say, if I ever post um, any links to any charities, it's a reputable charity, and it would be the link straight to the charity. It would not be paid to myself at all. And that is how it needs to be done, 100%. But you want to support a channel, but support the right people. Don't support the people that are sitting there taking the piss out of their own subscribers. You know, when people are out here struggling, they're sitting there with big, massive bags of weed, smoking away, playing with the toys that they used, that they bought out of your money. £1,000 drones and, you know, huge bags of weed and every latest gadget. This is where all your money's going to. It's not fair. It's not fair. And the only reason that man gets these donations is because of summer wells. He wouldn't have nothing if it wasn't for that. You know, I know. It is really hard to watch. It is. But it's the only way you're going to be able to expose the truth. I mean, to the viewers, you don't have to sit and watch for hours and hours because you've got me that will just clip out all the parts where the bullshit is. And, you've got a quick video. But unfortunately for me, I have to sit there and I have to go through it, frame by frame, waiting and looking. Uh, Very angry most of the time. But, you know, I've not I've yet to have one of them, yeah, apart from Benny, try and challenge me. But even when he does, he just shouts a load of crap. He's got nothing to say to me at all, apart from, "I can't understand what you're saying." That's because he doesn't want to answer my questions. He's a joke. But guys, I'm gonna go. My phone's ringing, so I'll get a call in with you later on this evening. Speak soon.